Get ready for more of the same principles that Donald Trump put the issue of illegal immigration at the very center of the national debate now more than a year ago are going to be articulated again today. He's going to lay out a firm commitment to border security, to internal enforcement, to ending sanctuary cities.
Governor Mike Pence just moments ago on what we can expect from Donald Trump's speech on immigration tonight. He also announced a surprise sit-down with Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto just hours before delivering that speech. So it's a very big day for the Trump campaign. Here with me now, former Texas governor and two-time presidential candidate, Governor Rick Perry. So what do you think about today, Governor?
Good. President Peña is individual that we need to have a relationship with. I certainly had one with him when I was the governor of Texas, and he's a person I think that Donald Trump will be able to sit down with, look right in each other's eyes and talk about the challenges that we have. But I look at it, Mexico's the #1 trading partner for Texas, so this is a very important economic issue as well as a national security issue. So I think it's very wise for Donald Trump to accept this invitation to sit down, start a dialogue, and I suspect it's going to be very progressive.
Well, I mean, Hillary Clinton said, well, I've met with him before, and I'll probably meet with him again when it's appropriate, but not today. Do you think they're rattled by this decision?
Yes, I do. Well, I think the Clinton campaign is rattled by a lot of things, the least of which is not this email nightmare that's literally putting our young men and women in the military's lives in jeopardy. The seriousness of this, I'm afraid, is being lost on way too many people in this country. This email issue, from my standpoint, verges on, if not criminal, right at it.
Yeah, but, we saw what happened. The FBI reviewed it. We saw Jim Comey come out and say there's, a lot there, a lot of reckless behavior, but there's no smoking gun in terms of intent. But now we've got 30 new emails, some of which may deal with Benghazi. But is it, how is this going to affect her, given that decision?
Comey has a lot of explaining to do, because those of us who understand what was going on here, the Clintons were clearly trying to hide this server. They did not want that information in, and for Comey to stand up and make excuses for Hillary Clinton is absolutely and totally unacceptable. For a man who prided himself of being a top law official in this country, I would suggest the man ought to resign.
All right, so this is going to clearly come up in the debate environment, I would imagine. If it doesn't come up, I would imagine that Donald Trump's going to figure out a way to bring it up. If you were in his shoes, you've been down the debate road, had a little trip up at one point on the debate road. What's your advice for him as he goes in there? Because he has said he's not preparing in a conventional way. He's not drilling with briefing books, and she doesn't need to.
Well, I don't know whether she needs to or not. I don't necessarily buy that Hillary Clinton is the be-all to end-all and this incredibly wise individual.
I mean, she knows
policy.
Well,
listen, she's been around and she knows how to talk around issues and to deflect and what have you. But at the end of the day, it's going to be about her record. He's going to bring up Benghazi. He's going to bring up these emails. He's going to bring up a host of issues. And I would suggest to you, going all the way back to Whitewater, going back to the beef cattle trading futures, going back to Travelgate. I mean, when you start thinking about the drama that this country has seen from the Clintons, and reminding the American people, is this really what you want for the next 4 years? An individual who, I don't know what this federal judge is going to find out when they start looking at those, but I'll promise you one thing, it's not going to be somebody like FBI Director Comey, who I think has some skin in the game here somewhere to protect the Clintons at this particular juncture. Is an extraordinary failure on his part.
Governor Perry, thank you very much. Good to see you this morning.
Good to be with you,
Come back and see us. Good luck with your daughter's wedding, which I know is coming up. All right, Greg, back over to you.